Nova Scotians are on edge, bracing for the next wildfire that will inevitably come. It's got many people asking, why don't we have our own fixed-wing water bombers? The province's Department of Natural Resources maintains a fleet of 4 Airbus helicopters that can fill and dump buckets of water. But when more air support is needed, officials turn to the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Centre, or CIFC, which coordinates resources and expertise from other parts of the country.
The world's changing. We're seeing these fires. The national system of sharing of resources is very effective.
CIFC has 5 levels of preparedness, level 5 indicating how stressed the resources are. It means equipment from every jurisdiction is being used and international help has been requested. At the end of each wildfire season, the agency will do an assessment.
Did we have enough resources to fight wildfires in Canada this year? Where did the resources come from?
Most recently, Nova Scotia has received air support from New Brunswick, Quebec, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and the Northwest Territories. Air support can be large super scoopers, which can collect thousands of liters of water in seconds. There's also land-based air tankers that typically release fire retardant, and helicopters, which tend to be more precise but can't carry as much water. Some aviation experts are concerned Nova Scotia could find itself unprepared if it's always relying on other jurisdictions for help.
I think over the last couple of years, that strategy has strained the capability of the province to fight more and more intense wildfires that are urban areas.
Point in the case of a Nova Scotia that has some rotary wing, aircraft, if the rest of the country is, has issues with fire and their assets are tied up, you're really on your own.
Both John Graddick and Jody Joyal think a national water bomber fleet funded and operated by the federal government could be a solution to this problem.
There should be multiple large air tanker bases across the country, financed by the federal government, operated by the private sector. And they could then be dispatched by the federal government to support any province that needs help over and above what they have.
Graddick raised the idea of a national water bomber fleet in 2023, which happened to be Canada's worst wildfire season on record. A similar concept has been adopted across Europe. The European Commission finances a fleet of firefighting aircraft to be on standby at all times, ready to be deployed to any country in the EU. Canada's Office of Emergency Management says it's working on ways to advance and improve coordination between jurisdictions across the country, but it did not specify how. So where does that leave us in the short term? Well, even if Nova Scotia wanted to purchase its own heavy water bomber tomorrow, it could take years for the order to be filled. The Manitoba government is waiting for 3 CL-415s, or super scoopers, but they won't be ready until 2031 or 32. Joyal says it's possible to manufacture smaller water bombers more quickly, and Nova Scotia is keeping its options open.
We have good expertise fighting. We have lots of resources, but will we look at the need for more resources? Of course we will. We'll do that evaluation again.
Climate change will make predicting wildfire seasons more difficult, which makes the decision to expand a fleet trickier. But experts say these conversations need to be had, and urgently, because it's only a matter of time until the next wildfire hits. Celina, Aalders, CBC News, Halifax.